Hello, this is my pack with me for Korea. I will be going to Korea for a little over a week for a conference in Incheon. So I thought I would bring everybody along and we can talk about what I'm packing, what is the conference, what is the process for a PhD student going to a conference, all the deets, honestly. Yeah, so let's just get started. So first of all, I will be going to a conference in Incheon at the end of this month, so I'm very excited. It's going to be kind of a fun break from classes, so I'm just going to have like the full week to just be immersed in Incheon, do my presentation, and go to the conference. The main thing that I kind of wanted to talk about while I'm figuring out what I want to pack is the conference. So in my case, I had applied for this in the summer, and I'm going to be presenting on part of my MA thesis. I'm just turning that section of my thesis into a presentation. Another thing that's really exciting and I'm very grateful for is that hopefully I will be able to get funding to cover the cost of the majority of the conference. So what's kind of difficult about conferences is that you have to pay to register for the conference, also have to pay for the flight, the hotel. So usually if you're going to a conference within your own country, for example, me, if I'm going to a conference within America, it's going to be a lot cheaper. But since I'm going internationally, it's like a whole plane ticket, a whole price for a hotel. So it's really nice that I'm able to work with my university and see how can I get this funded, since I am in a way like representing my university by going to this conference. So to get into the fun stuff, I am going to pack. So as you can see behind me, I have this set of suitcases. I fully got them on Amazon, but they are really cute. So it is a little bit easier to find them when you're going to baggage claim because a lot of bags are all black. So this is definitely a perk. These guys are hardcover and I am bringing 2 pieces of luggage. So in my carry-on, I'm going to put majority of my stuff. So my clothing, I mean, that's pretty much it, because I feel like when you have check-in versus your carry-on, the liquid limitation is really annoying because I want to do my makeup, I want to do my skincare, I have things for my hair, and I literally cannot fit it in that tiny little bag. So because of that, it's so much easier for me to have a check bag. So what I'm gonna do is just put in like my shoes and liquids, and that's about it. And then the rest of this bag will be used for anything that I buy in Korea. I'm gonna get into what I'm packing, what I'm thinking, why I'm packing it, and then kind of talk a little bit more about the conference. So I feel like the most important thing is the bag that I'm using as my personal item. So I usually use a backpack, but I feel like I'm kind of toying with just bringing my Telfar bag as my personal item. And let me kind of walk you through why I'm thinking this. So first of all, I feel like on the actual plane itself, I am usually using in-flight entertainment. I will probably have to use my laptop just to get work done since I'm like traveling in the middle of the work week. But other than that, I don't really use that much on the plane itself. So my logic is whatever I need, I put in my carry-on and I can just have it zipped and put away. And things that, for example, I need to take out for TSA or things that I might potentially use on the plane, I can have in my personal item so that I can have it stored under. Problem is a backpack is bulky and big and also just kind of annoying to carry around, especially if you're like taking off a hoodie and then have a backpack and have to like put everything back on. I don't know. I just feel like it's so much extra work and stress that I think just bringing a bag like this will take a lot of stress off of me. I will say that my Telfar doesn't zip, so that is gonna make me a little bit more paranoid. But other than that, I'm hoping that this trip will go well with it so that I can see if I kind of want to upgrade to a different tote bag or if using the backpack is just the way to go. So one of the best, I feel like, life upgrade things you can do when you travel is having your own headphones. So I use my Bose headphones every single day. I use it when I'm on the bus. I use it when I'm commuting anywhere on the train. So these headphones are great because they come with the headphone jack adapter. So I'm able to actually just plug it into the in-flight entertainment screen and just use my own headphones. Personally, I am not a fan of in-ear headphones, so I feel like it's just a lifesaver in that way. So I can have my comfortable headphones on. I can use my noise cancellation if I'm listening to music off of my phone, and I can just get over that annoying part of those awful tiny little headphones that are so uncomfortable and also just not on your ear enough to cover the sounds of an airplane. So another thing that I feel like is so great and I'm really excited to have for this trip is definitely my Kobo. So I have tried bringing physical books onto the plane, but I feel like one, it kind of feels like it gets in the way because it's bulky. And then on top of it, you need a light to read. And when everyone goes to sleep and they turn down the lights, I feel so awkward turning on a light above me, especially if I'm sitting with someone I don't know. So I feel like the e-reader is a really nice in-between where it's not going to be super bright if I'm trying to read and the person next to me is sleeping, but it still allows me to have something other than just scrolling through movies to watch on the plane. The last thing from my personal item that I think is also really cool and something that I enjoy is refreshing myself on the plane. So obviously people talk about doing your skincare, and I think it's complicated because you don't have fresh water on a plane. I wouldn't really recommend using the sink water. But what I think is really cool is getting these little items from Daiso. So I kind of have a lot going on in here, which I will explain. For Daiso, I get these little compressed towels, and then I'm able to use the water that's given to me from a bottle on the plane to wet it, clean my face, clean my hands, and not have to worry about the hygiene of that. Other things that I have in here are tissues, a little hairbrush, lip balm. I feel like is so important. The air is just so dry. And another thing that I really wanted to try, which I think feels a little bit silly, is this viral mask, the one that turns clear. I know I'm gonna look crazy, but I don't know. I just wanna have a little self-care moment while I'm working away. And the last thing that I want to include is definitely having a first aid kit. So I take medication, and I want to make sure that I have my antidepressants on the plane, or pain medication, or a Band-Aid. So back to talking about my little friend here, my carry-on. I kind of want to talk through what I'm thinking when it comes to what I'm packing. Obviously, since it is fall, it would usually start to get pretty cold in Korea. The last time I was there during fall, it's so beautiful, but it definitely gets pretty cold at night. So I'm thinking about what are the outfits that I'm looking for? And of course, I'm still going to a conference, so I have to pack things that are more traditionally businessy and professional feeling. So I'm kind of trying to strike a balance between my own personal fashion and what I need to bring for work. One of the things that I noticed while I was packing is a lack of belts, cardigans, and clothing for bed. So I feel like I see the fashion girlies all the time talking about their cute little belts and how it just uplifts their outfit. And I just realized I didn't own any. And I feel like I'm in this era with my fashion that I want to be mature, but in a way that isn't stifling. This is the belt that I ordered. There were some sales going on, so I just decided to send it and get this one. And then I also ordered this cardigan, which is 100% cotton, and I thought it's just really cute. And I've just been really obsessed with outfits like this, where it's so simple and so like clean feeling, but it still has like some kind of personal style depending on your shoes, your accessories, and that's kind of what I'm going for here. So speaking of shoes, these are the 4 pairs that I'm bringing, and I know what you're thinking, 4 pairs, girl, that's overkill. And while you are correct, I will defend myself because I feel like for me, since I'm going to like a professional event, I want to make sure that I have shoes that I feel confident in, but then also I want to look cute. So I need to bring cute shoes. So the first pair of shoes that I'm definitely bringing are like just a pair of regular black heels. So that's gonna go with my more dressy fits with like slacks and dress shirts and whatever. I don't really wear heels on a day-to-day, not because I don't feel confident wearing them, but I just feel like they're annoying and I want to be comfortable because I love walking everywhere, especially when I'm traveling. So if I'm trying to hit like 20,000 steps a day, the heels are just not gonna cut it. However, these do cut it. Like, I really thought these were gonna be so insufferable and uncomfortable, and they're fully like the Gani dupes that I picked up at TJ Maxx, but they just work. Like, they are not uncomfortable at all. I've worn them with socks, without socks, and they're just so cute. So definitely bringing those as kind of like a fun flat. And the other shoes that I'm bringing are some boots. These are just like, I'm obsessed with them. I got them in the summer and it's at this brand, 09 Women. So they are a plus size fashion brand in Korea. And I feel like the thing that I was so worried about is finding cute shoes in Korea only works if you have small feet. And I don't have small feet. And I also have wide calves. And I was having this issue so much here in America, like finding boots that are affordable, but also wide calf friendly. And this store just blew me away. I love them because they also just have a really cute range of clothes that fit that like Korean style vibe while also being size inclusive. But also their shoe collection is so cute and it works for wide feet, just bigger feet in general, and wide calves. So these boots were just so freaking cute and I have been nonstop wearing them. They're so comfortable and I feel like they're just the perfect fall shoe. So obviously have to bring them. Lastly, please don't comment on how dirty they are, but my tried and true Hokas. Like, they are just so comfortable, and especially walking around an airport and just walking in general, I'm gonna have to have shoes that are so comfortable. So bringing my Hokas. So another thing that I kind of want to talk about this conference is, how do you even go to a conference? Like, I feel like that's something that we don't talk about. So I want to talk and first of all say, conferences are not limited to grad students. So if you are an undergrad student watching this and you are in, I don't know, like psychology, you can go to these conferences and present things and put them on your resume. If it's something that you want to pursue in like an academia space, absolutely apply to conferences. There is no fee usually associated with submitting for the conference. So just think about work that you've already done that can also be submitted to conferences. I think that what I was really confused at when I first was trying to figure out like how can I present at a conference is I really thought that like I needed to be actively working on a project and kind of workshopping it within a conference. And absolutely you can do that. But if you have a paper that, let's say you wrote for like a term paper and you just want to yap about it, submit it to a conference, girl. Like, there are so many different kinds of conferences. This one is more general and it's just like an arts and humanities conference, but there are really specific ones that might be for Korean lit, and sometimes it's only grad students, sometimes they take undergrad, grad, and also just professors are presenting as well. So you really don't want to pigeonhole yourself. You want to try everything because any opportunity is a chance for you to show your success and gain confidence. And I think that that's the biggest thing within grad school, is just literally try everything you can. So for me, I already knew the organization that was putting on this conference. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to present on, but I was like, I want to go. If you have work that you spent a lot of time on for like a term paper or your thesis, and you feel like it's not something that you want to necessarily publish, you can still use it for a conference outside of publishing. And I think that it's a really great opportunity to also network within your discipline. My biggest thing in my entire career thus far is just try literally everything. Even if you feel like it doesn't apply to you, even if you feel like you can't do it, you will never know. And it's so much better to just do it and get a no than never do it and not get the yes that you deserve. That's really all I have to share today. I will see you guys in Korea. I'm so excited to share. And if there's anything that you really want to see in Korea, I don't know, like if there's cafe content, pop-up events, like a specific neighborhood you kind of want to see, let me know. I will be having some really exciting content coming up with things that I have planned, but I'm always down to hop in somewhere that someone recommends. So let me know, and I will see everyone soon.